So I think the thing that I've been wanting to do is some sort of like floating temple sort of thing. Let's see if I can show you a reference of this. Okay, so one that I finished recently was this one right here, so I think it'd be fun to do something a bit similar, maybe less like cosmic space vibes. The other thing is I really like these ones by these guys here. They did this really cool collection of just very surreal, weird, but really cool stuff like this. So maybe some sort of thing like that-ish. So there's kind of the vibes that I'm going off of for this one. Not super specific, but we'll see what happens. And I'll show you a cool technique to do clouds like this. That I think I want to include for sure is like some kind of foggy clouds around here somewhere, and then some sort of geometry in the middle. Okay, and then we're just going to use all this stuff in here. So let's get started. I don't think I want to bring in any of these yet. I think I just want to get a basic block out of the scene first. Maybe some lighting, and maybe I'll use some chunks of pieces in here, we'll see. But let's just start and see where it goes. So let's jump into rendered view first of all, and then maybe I think I want somewhat of a wide angle-ish. So we'll do 24 millimeters. Let's pull that back because I know I want to have stuff in the middle. And like I said in my other videos, I want to start with whatever stuff is going to have the biggest impact on the overall image first. So that's going to be some kind of geometry first. So let's see if we can figure that out. I don't really know what this is going to look like, but we'll see. So I think I might want, like what I'm kind of envisioning is something like this. So some kind of thing in the foreground. And I think I want it to be like floating kind of pieces of a temple in the sky-ish type of thing. So maybe let's have like some kind of piece right here. I don't know. And then maybe something over here. And maybe something like, I don't know, a big thing here. Like some big temple that I don't know, some pathway leads up to. That might be cool. And then we can have like some, I don't know, pillars in here. Let's actually drop some of these in just to get a quick thing. And looks like this, I should not have applied the rotation when I brought these in. Okay, that needs to be fixed. Okay, so when you use this, you will not have to deal with, see when I dropped that in, it was rotated sideways. You will not have to deal with that. I will fix that when I launch the actual thing. Okay, so let's array this. It looks like the rotation is still not quite aligned, but this isn't actually quite aligned either, so I think it's fine. Let's copy the rotation just so it lines up. So we'll do something, I don't know, let's do 8 of them, scale it up, and cool. So it'll be something like that. I don't really know exactly what it'll look like, but we'll figure that out later. Just something roughly-ish like that. And let's just scale these down just so I can get a better sense of what this is going to be. So like this. And then we're going to have like some sort of sky background and then some floating clouds and stuff around here too. So this is going to be nice because we have like foreground, midground, and then background sky. Just kind of split it up into 3 kind of segments like that-ish. I think that'll be nice. So I'll worry about the sky later, but let's get this kind of figured out. I think I have something in here that might actually work for this. So maybe this, let's just see. Let's rotate this back this way. Yeah, let's just apply that. So that might be cool, like here. I don't know, and I don't want like the front of it to be, how should I use this? Yeah, I think I want to do this. Let's actually duplicate this so I have a backup. So just shift D that over here. So just backup of that, just pull that down. And then now I can kind of just destroy this one and manipulate it into the shape I want. So let's take this kind of thing off. Let's take this. I'm just going to select a bunch of faces from the individual pieces I want to remove. So like that, hit Control L to select all linked geometry. It looks like I missed a couple of them. So here, take those, Control L, and then this one, Control L, delete those faces. Or we could actually just separate by selection because that might actually be a useful piece. Set the origin to geometry. let's rotate that and then just kind of chuck it off to the side because I have a feeling this might be useful later. So we'll just keep that over here somewhere. Okay, so now we have this kind of thing that's just going off and not really, it's just an empty thing at the front. I don't know how big this is, so I want to just add a cube and scale this appropriately. So let's just see. This is 2 meters tall. When you add a default cube, it's going to be 2 meters by 2 meters. So let's just scale it down by like 10%, 15%, something like that. And that'll be like roughly the height of one person, just so I know how big everything is. And maybe let's scale this accordingly. And I think I want it to be like a little bit thinner this way. Well, I don't know. I think I want this to be pulled in a little bit like this. I can probably get away with doing that. That's a bit bad on the back there, but whatever. Well, I should probably do this properly. Maybe we'll just, let's go here. Let's just take all of this and do the same thing. Control L, select these, Control L, and let's, again, separate that. And I can just delete this one because I already have a backup. Okay, now we can just take this, scale it in. So you can see how you don't have to use these pieces like exactly how they come. You can totally go in and manipulate them to fit whatever scene you're working with. I'm just going to turn on this setting right here, correct face attributes, because if I slide this along, it won't stretch the texture now. So that's kind of cool. Sure, that works there. And then let's just pull that back a little bit. I just want a little bit of this so we have some kind of foreground. And that's going to be nice right there, I think. And then I can take like a chunk of this, and I might actually want it like destroyed and kind of abandoned looking. So let's go just duplicate that. Let's just take this and delete it. Actually, I need these things. These are like one piece. Maybe let's just add some loops in here, add a loop here. And actually, let's pull that out so it's like overhanging slightly. That might actually be cool. So like that, and then we can take all of this and maybe separate by selection instead of deleting, because I have a feeling, hang on. Looks like we need more loops in here on this thing, on the middle thing here. So let's kind of line that up roughly with that. And now let's just take all this and let's see if I can separate that by selection. And not quite. Oh, it looks like this is kind of still, okay. Let's separate that too. Let's just take that off. Or add a loop in here, or what's going on with this? Ah, it's an end on, so I can't. Okay, well that's annoying. Okay, let's just delete that. Delete this. Delete this. This is getting messy, so I should clean this up. And not that. Let's delete these vertices over here. And there we go. That's a bit more like what I wanted. Let's just slide that in here, and then we can just take this, Control L material, just kind of put that back on. Okay, let's get rid of that menu. And oh, and let me turn on screencast keys so you can see what I'm doing. And I should also save this. Okay, save that so I don't lose everything like I did yesterday. Okay, so there we go. We got something there, and let's take this and just kind of make the shape somewhat fit this. I should have done a better job with this, but whatever. This is what we're working with, so oh well. Okay, let's see if I can use something to like make this look really damaged. I wonder what the best way to do that would be. Maybe we can use like some broken tiles or something. Maybe make something like that, or use like a rock to boolean that out. Might be interesting. I don't know. Let's just delete that and we'll see. Doesn't really matter at this point. We'll deal with that a bit better later. But for now, we'll just have like something here just so I can see what this is going to look like. Again, I'm just kind of trying to block out the scene and just get an idea of where this needs to actually go. So let's get this maybe a little bit more blocked out. So let's just link material, just put whatever this is on here. Okay, and then unwrap, cube projection, unwrap. Cool. Let's actually do the lighting and the background, because that's going to have a big effect on how things look as well. Let's actually delete this thing first and then put another one of these, whatever. We can have these like rotated all weird too. I want it to be like very surreal, obviously not realistic at all. It's gonna have like a realism style where it like looks, I want it to look like a photo taken, but then the actual content is gonna be like all floating in fantasy, surreal, just weirdness. So that's kind of what I'm going for. So we can have just, yeah, something like this.